fuck? The fucking spelling on this shit. Mondstadt, Inazuma, most of Inconia and the chasm. I have, you know what, let me change done to completed. I have completed, what's the fucking, Dragon Spine? Is that what the mountain is called? It's all the way over here. Yeah, Dragon Spine. Okay. But could you show me the impact? Is it emotional? Is it emotional? Okay. Mondstadt, Dragonspine, Inazuma. Whatever. Please don't spoil later regions. How the fuck do you spell region? Heart. Okay. Pin this shit. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Who do I have? Who do I need? Okay. Are these the hangouts? No, these are the, okay, main ones. I think I want to start Albedo because I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't really know anything about him, but I do know that I have a friend who is like obsessed with him. Like obsessed with him. And I want to see what all the drama's about. So let's start him. Let's start him. Go to quest. Expand. The Rumored Alchemist. Okay. This one will probably be on the floor. So let me time travel here. But I'm too busy simping over Sucrose. She is cute. I do like her ears. There's not really a character so far. Maybe it's just because I'm not familiar with them. Let me look at my... In fact, I should probably even go to my teapot. Let me look at my fucking character archive. Okay, who do I have? Wow, I have so many people. To me. I bet you real Genshin players would look at this and be like, that's not a lot of people. But to me, it's a lot. But there's still tons of characters I've never seen before. Oh my god, I have her? No way. No. Okay, they're grayed out. Okay, this is everybody. Okay, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Okay, everybody who's colored, who's bright, I have. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, there's no fucking way I have this bitch and she's not in my party. There's no way. I think she's so cool looking. I saw her in the Chasm when I was doing Chasm quests. Wait, actually, that might have been her. Okay, I get the two fucked up blonde bob bitches mixed up. My bad. Don't they look alike though? Can you blame me? Can you really blame me? They look like sisters. Okay, anyway. Like, okay, who's a character that I really like? I like her. I mean, I guess I said I already like her. I still think that the sound effects in this game are so loud, so I'm gonna turn that down when we get there. I do think this guy's cool. I always miss his fucking banner, but I would love to have him. I just think he's neat. I'm such a sucker for characters based off of Anubis. I don't know why. Like the black Egyptian jackal. Like I love. She's so fucking funny. She looks like that one unversed. What? What is she eating? She got that KFC. Good for her. She reminds me of that one unversed that shows up in Birth by Sleep. I mean, I guess Unversed only show up in Birth by Sleep. But, she's in, forget it. I don't know what I'm saying. She just looks like an Unversed, but I don't remember where it shows up. I feel like it shows up in Enchanted Dominion. But anyway. These are crazy fucking outfits. Okay, anyway, enough fooling around. I gotta get out of here before I freeze. The musical one! Yes! You get it, yes! These bitches are gonna fucking freeze me if I'm not careful. I should heal
No,
more.
my sword. Time to act.
Hello?
Sister Rosaria, so here you are. Choir practice is about to...
Okay, I do love the goth nun.
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Like praising God and serving
But
cunt.
this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
Actually, it's on page 4.
I-
She didn't read it well enough.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
Her fucking talons?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
What the fuck?
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
I don't really like Barbara's top. The way it like exposes her boobs. I don't really like that window.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Don't fret. Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up.
This bitch is so fucking cold. I like Rosaria because she's one of the only characters that make 10. Yeah, she better work.
But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
I love how video game characters can do all sorts of things, but they still do a 180-degree turn before running away.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
I remember the very first, maybe not the very first, but one of the very first quests, like events I did in this game. She was a part of it, and she had already knew my characters. And I was like, the fuck? Like, I don't know this bitch. Because I didn't really understand how events worked.
We
Anyway.
better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Or a joker.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where.
Pixie?
And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror.
So when does Albedo come in?
Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
Arrested me?
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
That's kind of badass.
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
This is crazy.
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you.
But the
What are
writers
you
couldn't
doing
think
in
of
the
a good
mountains?
comeback. We're looking for Albedo.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
You're more like a detective.
I couldn't care what you think. Come on then, I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
He owes me $20.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
I mean, what's the point of following these? It's just telling me where to go. Okay.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me?
A hoe never gets
I'm all right.
cold.
I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
I don't really
Time
feel
to act.
good. I'm gonna try and push through. I feel kind of icky. Okay. He's painting. Is he painting those guys?
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape.
How very Bob
The views
Ross.
and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
Include a little cabin, Albedo.
Can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger?
They are just vibing.
Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Oh god. Every time I play this, I forget what to fucking
Body and
do.
mind. Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting.
Thank the gods.
Would have been ashamed to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
Thank Arceus. You were painting hilly cherils.
What's up with painting hilly churros? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow. Look at the
I don't do
detail.
anything in Teyvat. These people need a
Some of
fucking
it seems to have been
Walmart.
done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly trails anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat,
Look at how
and there's a
muscular
distinct
he
force
is.
at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses.
Shut the fuck
Something
up.
tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
Bye, queen. Bye, sister.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here.
She did.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world.
I forget
Correct.
he's a fucking alien. I forget.
If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
Your research. I don't remember what the lady that Traveler and his sister was fighting at the beginning of the game. I don't remember what she looks like. I thought I did, but the lady who I thought it was is not her. So I don't remember who that bitch is.
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa, whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Wow! Oh my god, what a party trick. Do that at a wedding. Happy Monday!
You can do that?
Alchemy really is miraculous. You guys, if we all work together, we can get Hannah to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. If we all fucking work together.
However, I have a particular seed in my possession.
We can
The
annoy
method
her
I'm
into
talking
doing
about has
it.
produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world, helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world.
Gandalf, why does she use she/her pronouns?
I'm not from the known world.
Is that the name
By
of a pet?
observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
What's in it for me?
Mora, knowledge,
Knowledge.
and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound? Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Yay, research! I'm here at Skinwalker Ranch. I love this
Albedo and
song.
that traveler seemed to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Okay. Where's the next one? Oh, okay, it's like over here. Is it up? Uh-oh. Damn, we're going on a hike today! Ugh, these bitches are gonna be so annoying. Hi, Danny.
One with my blade!
Rain, outline
Ray, outline.
power that ended Haishan!
I should not have wasted her fucking burst on this, but whatever.
Incinerate!
Thank you. Okay. I have great news for you. What?
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I bought Neo. Let's fucking go. When are you gonna stream it? When are you gonna stream it? When are you gonna stream it? If you don't want to stream it on Twitch, will you at least stream it to me or at least give me live updates? Please. Please.
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the
Hi,
impulse.
Imagine Birds. Hello. I know, it's hard when I stream at the same time every single day. Maybe not every single day, but weekdays, whatever. It means that, like, if someone's working at that time, they're probably never gonna catch me. So I'm sorry about that.
Using alchemy
stream it
to
next
awaken
month.
otherworldly life into that
Woo!
would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life.
Bitch, what are you saying? These words are all in the Bible.
After
What are you
awakening,
talking about?
Even creation may be possible.
I want Paimon to meet Sora. I think they would get along swell.
Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Doesn't seem like you understood.
Well, If it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
I think Danny should wait. No! Just nears. No!
Paimon's holding you to it.
You've seen through Paimon's ulterior
Well,
motives.
let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at.
I like Albedo's chainmail and chains. I don't know why.
The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person.
Yeah, well, I'm an alien, so.
How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard.
Danny, they might not ever make the third one. Isn't that sad?
Firstly, do you
they
have any
gotta.
extra organs?
Here's the thing.
A second heart? A
No, I
fourth stomach?
shan't. I shan't.
Things of that
I
nature.
shan't. I could go off, but you never know who's listening. Do you have any extra organs? I don't know. Do I look like the fucking doctor to you?
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
Connected? What the fuck? Does she look like she's connected?
Stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ.
The fuck?
Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
Okay, that's so Death Stranding, though.
Oh, that rules out that possibility.
I almost did an art stream today.
I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you?
I almost did art today because there's Death Stranding art I want to do, but I just wasn't in the mood for art. I did art like all day yesterday, and then I was going to do Resident Evil today, but I forgot we're watching Lost today, so I didn't want to rush. But I'm like almost done with beating Resident Evil, I feel like.
But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springfield to flow backwards.
Ooh, interesting. Paimon, okay, there's a line I remember from The Sweet Life. I don't remember TV shows a lot like Jimmy does. Jimmy can just go off about like episodes he watched when he was a kid of different TV shows. I do not have that good of a memory. But one scene I do remember is this lady staying at the Tipton, and she goes up to Mr. Mosby and she goes, "Mr. Mosby, these candies are horrible." And Mr. Mosby goes, "That's soap, madam." And then she says, "Well, then they're pretty darn good." And that is what I feel like Paimon would do, is she would eat soaps thinking that they're just candy that taste really bad.
No, that definitely can't be it.
What? I think she's that powerful.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Remember, folks, the only difference between fucking around and science is writing it down on a clipboard. That's the only difference.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good
What?
experiment.
I
This is
kind of
just
want
a
to watch
simple
that.
exercise.
I was doing the mini New York Times crossword puzzle the other day, and Trixie and Katya were one of the fucking answers. Or Katya
Naturally,
was.
if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Ugh. I fucking hate those bitches.
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
I don't follow. This seems like a hassle.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
You already lured them? Ugh, God, fuck me. And of course I used my,
Witness the power of Gugwa, huh?
ugh, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me.
Incinerate!
Swiftly.
Is that even gonna do anything? No.
Yeah. Motion to compel.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Just die. Thank you. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Incinerate.
There's another one coming out? Damn. They're pulling out all the stops.
Time to act.
What's it called? I want to
Right,
look it up
outlines
when I
your
have the
fate.
time.
Swift and merciful.
Because part of me is like, I've already put in so much energy and time into this game that I might as well keep playing it.
Yeah.
And I do, so like,
Great work.
I want to stick
Did you feel
out
anything out of the ordinary?
Zenless Zone Zero. Wow. I want to, stick out through Genshin until the end, just because, like, I want the payoff of what Paimon is and, like, what her deal is. Because, you know, there's shit going on, you know? I'm not even the biggest Genshin fan, and even I'm picking up, like, similarities of, like, story, environmental storytelling and shit like that.
If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Just a bit cold.
Excellent. According to my observations,
His ear
the
is so
manifestation of
detailed.
the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary.
For a game that doesn't have nostrils, his ears are so detailed.
Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
This is cool that we're kind of learning more about Traveler or Aether, whatever the fuck his name is, and like how he works. Will it crystallize in my stomach?
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
That's not hugely assuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
This is like a health checkup.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but
Oh, yes.
unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but let's keep our eyes open.
Okay. This way. Thank you.
Here, should do for catalyst purposes.
Okay, whatever. Excuse me.
A touch of frost.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My
Wow,
campsite is just
that was
up ahead.
easy.
I'll lead the way.
Hello. Oh, I forgot about this cute little inn cove.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here.
They've got Fortnite shield juice. Hello?
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've
Hello.
just got hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Why does this guy sound like he would speak This is so specific. He would speak in like a kid-oriented education game. Does that make sense? Like he'd be like, why don't you try adding the 4 to the 7 and see what you come up with?
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses, perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
They're just making up words! I would have thought even Paimon and I were more closely related.
Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
Oh my god, I'm a slime.
Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense,
Evolution.
things might get difficult, don't you think?
His eyes are so fucking dark. And they've been like that the whole time he's been here. Why are his eyes so dark? Because, like, I get it's trying to do that thing that anime does where, like, the top of the white eye is, like, in the shadow of the eyelid. But his just come down so far. It doesn't look good to me.
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
I like Albedo's outfit.
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it.
I don't think I've ever seen him fight. Not that I remember. Because I definitely do not own him.
Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you.
You know that meme? So I'm going to talk about Tears of the Kingdom for a sec. So mute me for like 10 seconds if you don't want to hear it. But, you know that meme that went around on Twitter of Zelda swallowing her stone and then she like explodes into the dragon? That's what's going to happen to him.
In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. I've just tried some. It's in line with my
Oh my
expectations.
god, it looks fucking delicious. Jesus Christ, give me some. Wow.
Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell. I'll be noting down all observable results and data points. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Forbidden juice! What? It's not just gonna... Uh-oh. Okay.
Tasty?
I
You've
think
got
my
a funny
fucking
look
leg
on your
itches.
face.
It's burning a bit.
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
He's allergic.
This was
He
the
starts
result
getting
I was
hives.
expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
What about the risk to you?
Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance, and it certainly speeds things up.
Sorry for all the fucking rummaging.
In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you're referring to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something
What?
goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them.
RuPaul. It looks like you're standing over there, but I'm over here. But that's not true. We are one. We all come from the exact same source. And we all have that power that comes from the source. That's what he fucking sounds to me like right now.
But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a Pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
Still seems like there's another layer of meaning to your words. You're such a freak for reciting that exactly.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
I know, I don't really like his hair. His hair reminds me of... The guy on the left, the one with dark hair, reminds me of two people. One, he reminds me of the guy from Sky High. Two, he reminds me of the guy from Jennifer's Body. And in my head, I thought those two guys were the same actor for fucking years. They look exactly alike to me. So when I realized that they're two different men, I couldn't believe it.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
And if those are the same two actors, if that's the same actor in both movies, then there's some other guy that I'm forgetting. But either way, there's like two white male actors from the 2000s that I thought were the same one because they both had the same stupid haircut.
What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit. Mr. Albedo, say something.
However, those two actors also remind me of this boy that I had like a fling with in junior high. And honestly, like, there was something going on with them because so in like 7th grade, I was a super tomboy, super tomboy, but I didn't really identify as queer. I was like, no, like, I'm a straight girl, like, duh, which, like, we don't have time to open that can of worms. But he really liked the fact that I looked like a boy. He loved it. And so, like, in later 8th grade, when I went through a phase where I was trying to be like a normal girl and I started trying to be more feminine, he like stopped talking to me. Isn't that crazy? Oh my god. Anyway, I
Before we
hated
can
that
proceed
phase
with
of
our
myself.
research,
I don't think I
I
ever...
need to prepare something.
Excuse me,
Wait one
Albedo.
moment.
I'm trying to tell a story. I don't think I ever hated myself more than when I was trying to, like, be a girl. I hated myself. Like, I remember, like, it didn't help that was also when I was, like, hitting puberty. So I remember looking in front of my mirror and feeling like I could see, like, I could actually see my hips, like, getting like bigger, even though obviously I couldn't, but it felt like I could. It felt like I was looking at myself in a funhouse mirror and like I was like growing and stretching. It's so fucking crazy, dude.
If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Anyway, Now look at me. I didn't read what that said. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what he wants me to do. The shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and searching potions simultaneously. Yeah, now look at Genshin character. A board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck onto it. Still, you can tell that progress is being made on those experiments.
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
Hey boy.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
I couldn't make heads or tails of anything. Your things aren't very organized.
Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first. Well, on with the research.
They'd say that about me too until they realized I haven't touched half my
There
books.
may be significant differences between
Honestly,
different
like
worlds.
who in this world has a shelf of books and has all of them read? Who among you? Cast the first stone.
Take Teyvat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone.
Superman.
So,
Superman
leaving
cannot
elements to
manipulate
one
the
side.
elements. I don't know what I'm thinking.
do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world?
I can lick my elbow.
I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
Am I battling slimes again?
No. You shan't be required to exert quite
Shan't.
so much effort.
I'm
this
gonna
time
beat
around.
the fuck out of you if you ever say shan't to me unironically. I do shan't. I say shan't. No, I shan't. But it's ironic.
Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Girl, are you crazy? Sorry. I just can't do it.
That was your best effort?
I should have done that Paimon joke. She would have been
Well,
so funny.
Can't be helped, I suppose.
What's with the disappointment? Isn't that, like, impossible?
Have you tried using your elemental
He was
power
so
with food?
offended.
I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves.
The fuck?
I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Alchemists certainly have active imaginations.
I suppose I have a curiosity.
Oh my God,
for
his
things
lips.
That others find surprising.
That's crazy. I love looking at fully rendered 3D models of VTubers and like the fact that they have teeth on both rows and you can just see their teeth inside their model as they speak.
Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Ooh, I got new food.
Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
I thought we were gonna make Frankenstein.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I know what you're getting at.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again.
Okay.
Where does it get these?
New food. Only 3 stars.
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
I don't know what she said. Sorry, Paimon. What was it called? Okay, well, it's 3 stars. Let's see. What's a proficiency 0? No, it's not that one. Wow, that looks delicious. When did I get this? This. Just poured gasoline into the soup. Oh, to give the non-unique brunette character the morsels if there's anything left.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
in that stupid Pokemon game that I was playing the other day called Workamon, where it's just like a company tycoon. In order to promote your employees, you train them. But in the button to press train in the corner, it says torture, but it's scratched out. God. That game was crazy. But I ended up losing an employee that I had been
An
working
average
on
outcome
for like 2 days.
But you really
And
brought
he
out the
quit,
flavor.
and that was the last
You seem
straw.
well
After
versed
that,
in
I
the science
deleted
of
the game.
gastronomy.
What did he say? You really brought out the flavor. Science of gastronomy.
As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... Could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
To go.
Woohoo, thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
You're Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment.
Ha ha, Paimon likes me.
Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway,
Hey, you were being nice a second ago. But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you.
Okay. Jimmy mute. Jimmy mute. Or at least don't really pay attention. I'm gonna be vague no matter what, but just in case. I'm so excited for Jimmy to play Kingdom Hearts 3 because of that one character that does that one super powerful spell out of nowhere. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'm so excited for that.
And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
yes, I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is fucking good. And that's why, like, I'm glad Jimmy is enjoying it because I don't know if anybody else experienced this, but in my experience, there was this whole fucking little era of Kingdom Hearts fans that were just fucking insufferable about Kingdom Hearts 3 because it doesn't play exactly the same as Kingdom Hearts 2. And I know that Kingdom Hearts 2 is like super beloved and the gameplay is like perfect. It's like super ultra balanced or whatever. But like people were just fucking insufferable about Kingdom Hearts 3. And it was because of that one stupid YouTuber, Donkey Video Games. I don't know. He like made a video about it and then everybody watched it and everybody became insufferable and I wanted to fucking kill myself. And I'm so glad that Jimmy seems to be enjoying Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 3's combat for what it is. Because, like, maybe in the future, Jimmy might go, you know, I think I prefer Kingdom Hearts 2 over Kingdom Hearts 3 in terms of combat. That, I wouldn't blame him. Like, people are allowed to prefer Kingdom Hearts 2. That's fine. But at the time, people did not stay in their lanes, and they were insufferable about it. And that is what drove me fucking crazy. I thought it was unreal. Like, the gameplay... It's just silly. Like, I think it's the fact that they want Kingdom Hearts 2. Because Kingdom Hearts 2, to me, I imagine it's like cool. It's like a cool Kingdom Hearts game. And they want Kingdom Hearts to be a cool series. That's why they're fucking obsessed with Yozora and Quadratum. Like, they just want Kingdom Hearts to be cool. But like, sorry, I want Kingdom Hearts to be silly and to be stupid and colorful and funny, you know? Like, if you want a serious Square Enix game, go play Stranger to Paradise, go play Final Fantasy. Like, I want the dumb shit. Anyway, because I think like at one point, even in Kingdom Hearts 3, I think if Donald or Goofy fall off a large cliff, there's like a bonk noise whenever they hit the floor. That's funny. Kingdom Hearts 2 could never do shit like that. That's something I really realized that I like in video games. I've realized how much I value little details like that. Little details of like Sora pushing back his shoulder whenever he's moving through his teammates or through a crowd. Like, that's such a small detail that I really like. I really like the details of, as funny as it sounds, Shrek 2, the video game on like what, GameCube or PS2 or something? PS1? I don't know. But like the way every single character has their own walking animation and they're just so full of character. Like, I love that. I love when video games fucking care. I was watching this one streamer last night and they're great. They're a great art streamer. But they were talking about how much they liked Scarlet Violet. And I just could not compute. I could not compute. Because as soon as Scarlet Violet came out, I didn't say this to Jimmy or anybody else because I didn't want to be a red blanket. I didn't want to rain on their parade. But I was like, this game fucking sucks. Because there's no life in it. There's no fucking life in it. How do you like this game? Are you crazy? And so anyway, my point is I love how much love and detail was poured into Kingdom Hearts 3. I love it. I think it's so beautiful when someone enjoys something about a game that no one else does. Not to be too real, but Cage was my safe place. Yeah, I get that. I remember being in a bad place, and there was something Sora said in Coded that I was like, wow, maybe I can live on. Like, maybe I can keep doing this.
You can use elemental sight.
I close my eyes every time I'm not in a battle, and that's why I'm constantly lost. That's why I've been running into a wall for the last 4 years and nobody said anything. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm looking for lost items. Okay.
This must be electrohypostasis powder.
Aha.
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it.
I think we should bring back bullying.
Good thing the vial's so strong.
Don't fucking tempt me,
Goodness.
Danny. Don't
You
fucking
managed to
tempt
find
me.
them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think Pokemon could use a huge makeover. Like, a fucking huge makeover. But I would not dare, I would not even dare changing the way Pokemon battles run, because that is what Pokemon is. Or Pokemon, I don't know. That's what it fucking is. You know? Like, to me, that's like, what's a good example of changing? It's like, it'd be like taking Disney out of Kingdom Hearts. Like, that's what Kingdom Hearts is. What do you mean you don't want Pokemon to be a turn-based RPG? That doesn't make any sense. How do you gather Pokemon then? You're doing it for your party. They're like equivalent of like the wizard or the mage. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, Desnaris. I agree. I think they need to replace
This
everybody at the
elemental
top.
sight. This is what
And
allows you
replace
to
them with
locate the
people
items
who
and
love
find me here in the mountains,
Pokemon
correct?
and not just want. Because if they were to somehow bring in people who love Pokemon and not just want to make more money, when you can just tell when an executive or when someone at the top loves what they're doing. You can just fucking tell because everything is good. You know? It's crazy. Who would have thought?
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to
Why
my
does this
research.
guy have Zelda's haircut in Tears of the Kingdom? I've been looking at his hair and being like, what does this remind me of? What girl does Albedo remind me of? And it's definitely Zelda.
You mean we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This
Oh,
falls
maybe not the
entirely within
front,
my
but in the side,
expectations.
from the side view in the
Besides,
back, it reminds me of
Getting
Zelda.
these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
With you to the end.
In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
No.
And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Nope.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments? Then could you see her?
Sounds like we're still on the superpower test.
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Huckleberry Fairy, follow me. I have been listening to the Lord of the Rings books while going on my dog walks. And now I just want to watch the movies again.
Incinerate!
Bitch, can you fucking... Thank you. Damn. They really said Miley Cyrus. It's the climb. I have been listening. Jimmy has kept telling me to listen to Miley Cyrus's album, Plastic Hearts. And I only finally got around to it the other day. And I fucking love it. Her song, Give Me What I Want, had that bitch on fucking loop, dude. I fucking love that song. And Nightcrawling and I don't remember the other
You
one.
want us to jump from up here?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I
Not if you
loved
know
it,
of a better
Jimmy.
method, that is.
We better... The one, I don't remember which song it is, but the song that also has the mashup with... Fuck, I don't remember her name. Stevie Nicks? Was that who it was? So fucking good. We better have a better method.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake.
I don't know how long you've been listening, Jimmy, but I hope that you were able to mute in time if you were there
I
for
will
my
factor
warning.
the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
You gotta, like, I got here seconds ago. Okay, good. Okay, because I talked about something in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I was like, sometimes Jimmy lurks, and he doesn't say anything, so let me just give him a warning. But the warning wasn't that long. It was like, Jimmy, mute. Okay, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know. The album was snubbed by the Grammys because they couldn't handle women being that hot and incredible.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
This is actually less stressful than the
Then if you
superpower
would,
part.
please, I eagerly await the results.
They really want me to jump off?
Wait a minute. While we're
Oh.
busy testing, what
Okay.
exactly are you gonna be doing?
This is gonna be easy.
Me? recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide
Whatever.
to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
Is he gliding with
No.
us? What the hell's going on?
Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh. Forget Paimon said anything.
Oh, there's more to do. I didn't realize that. Fuck. Okay. Whatever. Oh, I thought this water would hurt me, but it did not. How'd you get here?
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat.
I gotta make that fucking TikTok where last time Paimon was like, but who would use a shield out of a cooking pot? Like, out of a cooking pot top. And then I was gonna switch it to like Link blowing up with the cooking pot, but I keep forgetting to fucking make it.
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Teyvat do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Teyvat do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects.
What the fuck are you saying?
The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own.
What?
The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost.
That's the complete opposite of what enlightenment means, though. The enlightenment would be gained.
All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a Sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
So in the 4-star ones that are like a visual novel, those ones I do skip. Those ones I skip the fuck out of. And they're mute. I don't hear any of their dialogue. I do it while watching TV. I can't.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly churls? Because you got to see something new and interesting and the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
His eyes are so Miley Cyrus, baby with big blue eyes staring into your soul. How fucking far is this? Okay, well, there's nothing. I might as well fucking. I love snowy areas in video games. I love them. It reminds me of Colorado. Dang, you know what I should do? Hold on. Let me switch to Venti. And then...
Yahoo!
I fucking hope not. Unless it's like ancient America. I learned the other day that like the oldest pair of shoes found in the world were in Oregon. And I'm just like, I really wish I knew more about ancient America and Native American culture. Cause that shit's cool as fuck.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your
The
travels.
next region. Notlon, really? Wow.
I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
No problem.
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should
There's
be able to
also
activate the mechanism
volcanoes
in the
and
center.
dinosaurs. What the fuck? Oh, is it the fire region?
As with the physical test, there are no restrictions.
The Americas
Everything
would
you
be
do is
fire.
an action I
It
wish
fucking
to
would be
observe.
fire. I don't know why that makes sense to me, but it does.
A tried and tested adventurer, I see.
Yeah, it seems to me that, like, I would assume that when they first started Genshin and were planning it and doing the elements in the different countries, that they had some semblance of an idea of what they wanted all the countries to kind of be like. But I don't know if that's true. That's just what I assume, because that's what I would do if I was designing a fucking game like this.
So, let's see you in action.
Danny,
Start
they're
wherever
adding the
you like.
Americas. Okay, let's do this. What time is it? Okay. Okay, well, I'm already fucking up the smart puzzle.
Wouldn't gliding
Okay.
be faster?
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Shut the fuck up. Is there another one? I'm hearing something in my ear. There we go. Oh yeah, and there's that third one. Don't fucking fly all the way. God damn it.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Paimon would wear a sombrero while drinking tequila.
No, my
That
sword.
sounds very Paimon.
Fourth, my blade.
Or very Venti.
Motion to compel. Chia.
Danny, what was that dessert that they were talking about in Psych? Because I think Paimon would eat a shit ton of those. Okay, where's the fucking third one? Oh, it went over here. Oh, okay. So Papilla, yeah. Is it returning? I guess it's returning to where it was. Does this just go in a circle and then come back, or what? Yeah. Okay, so I have to somehow... Okay, go here. Move, bitch. Come on. Oh my god, she's in the wall. Okay. Now you go. Are these not fast enough? Oh, okay, I did one of them. Guys, maybe I like music. Have you ever considered that? This song makes me want to like stand outside a church on Christmas Eve with hot cocoa in my hand while my love confesses to me or some shit. I don't know. Where's the other fucking Sealy?
Yahoo!
There it is. It's over here. This bitch wasn't loading in. It's a little tricky when you first explore it, Jimmy, because it's so cold that you like always gotta be near a heat source. Ah, not this. I fucking hate these fuckers. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone. Where's the Sealy? Stop, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. What the fuck does he like go?
It should not
Mind
be
your
possible
business,
to activate
bitch.
the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Why would he say it like that?
Seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this?
These look like, the middle one looks like unknown. I feel like I've seen these before.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them.
Never given
as
up
for
their
why they should
secrets.
ever have
Bitch,
come
you know
to
how many
rest
chests
here?
I found by solving these
A
puzzles?
true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that.
Me and
It'd be
Paimon
nice
should
to
get a
some
drink
cool
together.
results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
I take it I passed the intelligence
Paimon's kinda
test.
looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
Girl, have you been fucking listening?
You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
He has ulterior motives?
Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
I don't think he's a bad
It
person.
doesn't matter what you
That's such a
think.
funny thing to
He
say.
could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing.
I
Whether
love
his
her
alchemy
talents.
has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
Threat.
What are you gonna do?
Kill him. You came here to be sure, so you must have ways of assuring yourself.
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here.
Girl, this is too much.
Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat, which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice.
I need to suck your
Don't
blood.
be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
Well, I'm still standing.
Gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
Maybe she just lacks security. Maybe she's just sensitive.
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
Yay, let's go see the suspicious man.
Let's
Boy.
play.
I don't know. I don't know how old these people are. Venti. What the fuck is this boy's name? Venti. He drinks, you know, so. Hello.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You
Josh.
took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Quite literally by a sister, no less.
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job.
You know about her?
Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today.
Data!
It was
I
very
love it when
difficult
people
to
say
finish all the
data
research in
instead
one
of
go.
data. I love it.
But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer
Earlier
you
he said
is
data though. I think.
You're very much like a human from this world.
That's it?
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Only the gods would know.
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom.
Weird.
But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And
Wow.
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
Damn. That seed grew quick. I know, I don't really like his
The
eyes.
transition from nothing into something,
Oh.
from shoot to stem, and now to fruition, is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
It was beautiful. It was so short-lived.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty.
See, look at how
Life's
dark his
proudest
eyes are.
achievement.
It's creepy. Yeah, it's creepy. They need to fix it.
Paimon thought with all our
Her eyes don't look
efforts,
like that.
it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious.
Burst? Elemental burst?
A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness.
I just know that giant guy from Puss in Boots and The Last Wish who used to make pies or whatever. He would have a fucking field day in this place.
So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Well, I haven't withered just yet. I wonder how my sister is.
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both.
Will you add me on Facebook?
Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
So I'm a helpful specimen?
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure, even if you just want some company, find me anytime.
Well, glad I can count on you.
Bye.
I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were.
Uh-oh.
But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean?
Weird.
Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control...
What the fuck?
Destroy Mondstadt. Destroy everything. Can I rely on you to stop me?
Okay, so what's going on there? My god, he's a Super Saiyan. It's an alchemical mythology thing. The only thing I know about chemical mythology is something that I learned from watching Castlevania, and I became obsessed with the idea, and it's the idea that a perfect human life form is both male and female. I was so interested in that. Is that what it is? Is that what he's referring to? I don't know what it's called. Not that specifically, but one of the main things. Interesting.
So,
Uh-oh.
Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it? You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, it let out a stench that could wake the dead.
Did you hear my dog growl? Oh my god. What is it, buddy? What? What is it? He might be asleep. Sometimes he growls in his sleep.
If your package contains anything like that, then maybe you should check with Albedo first and see what he thinks.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Timaeus! Sucrose! What are you two chatting about?
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about a strange package that Sucrose received recently.
Did I just start like a new story quest? Because I did not mean to.
A strange package?
Yes, I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
Well, it is a thank you gift.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside, just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've
Oh,
seen Timaeus with some
this.
similar looking cards before.
I've
So I
walked
came to
by
ask
here
him
like a
about what they might
bajillion
be.
times. Why did it only just now fucking activate this?
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
And a bomb.
They didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
It's me on it. Look at her eyes.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
Oh, gotcha.
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but
Where's
not as
Brother
an area of research.
Sarah?
It's a card game. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Stupid name. Who was it? Was it Jimmy? No. I was watching, I don't really watch Jenny Nicholson, but I watched my first video of hers about the Star Wars cruise. And she talked about how, she just casually ranted, that Disneyland places used to have such simple names, like Disneyland. And now things are named so fucking stupidly, like like Star Wars Adventures something, Galaxy's Edge or something. And she's like, everything has such a stupid name now. And that, honestly, ever since hearing that, I like can't stop thinking about it. Like, Genius Invocation TCG. Yeah, Nintendo does it too. And I'm like, actually, yeah, she's right. This is fucking stupid.
Genius Invocation TCG!
So this is the game we've been hearing about.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place.
It's because of
But
Google's
this is the
search
first time we've ever
optimization.
actually seen any
I
results.
think we should blow up the internet. I think we should blow it up. I'm fucking tired of it. I want to be a caveman. I want to live in the forest. I just want to axe trees and whittle. I can't do any of this anymore. The Animal Crossing New Horizons game. Yes! It's so fucking stupid. New Pokemon, the new game, the new title of Nintendo Pokemon X and Nintendo Pokemon Y game or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
We didn't know it had made it all the way to Mondstadt. Must be pretty popular, huh?
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside. It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent
I
named
don't
the
care.
Ibis King.
I
During the
don't
match,
care.
The Crocodile King
Why do
fell
I
prey
play
to
this
his
game?
opponent's schemes
Why do I play
and was
this game?
sealed
Why do
away
I
in the
stream it?
casket of tomes. After being unexpectedly released by the kid,
It's so
Crocodile
beautiful.
King
Okay, I remember
possesses
why I
him
play
and
this.
helps
This
him
is
to gradually
gorgeous.
climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
I just can't. That's the thing. It's like characters talk and my eyes glass over, and then I see the scenery and like my eyes come back into focus.
Timaeus.
Huh?
Danny, why don't you shut the fuck
What's
up?
wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
Ugh, I do need the
Well,
posture. I was
I
absolutely
did go
hunched
through a phase
over.
recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG
Jimmy, doesn't this guy look
until
like
I've
the
made
guy
enough
from
progress
Sky
in my
High
research.
and Jennifer's Body? No, those are two different guys. Doesn't he look like one of them? Or like a combination of them? I'm not doing the meme. I should remove that because the meme is funny. Is there, how do I give back points? I don't know how to do that. But I think I'm gonna delete the meme thing because I don't like stopping what I'm doing and then pulling up the internet. I thought I wouldn't mind it that much. I personally love how much these characters talk uninterrupted and say nothing of substance in the most verbose way possible. Literally 5 minutes ago, when Albedo was like, that thing that you accomplished, I did not expect that to be the results. What the fuck? Are you an alien? Did an AI write that for you? Literally, I'm gonna lose my mind. Hold on, I can do it myself. Okay, good. There are certain things on Twitch that I've just have got to learn how to do, and I just never did. Like, I still don't know how to make polls. I still have no idea how to do that. Anyway.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift.
That's what I hear, Josh. I hear that the talking and like the way things are approached is a lot more fun, but I'm not really pulled to like the world or like the battle style.
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter.
Reading makes you smarter. If you want to play, then just say it.
Okay, fine. Paimon's curious.
Please don't make me fucking play.
Although, it seems like we can't let
Please
him
don't
play
make me
anytime
do a
soon, 'cause
tutorial.
Timaeus has given up for a while.
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually
Oh my
suggest you
God.
go to the Cat's Tail. Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play
Doggy.
when they have time. They gather there, trade cards, and they're very welcoming to new players. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
Understood. Traveler?
No.
Paimon? Let's go to the Cat's Tail
No.
and try asking around.
No.
To be honest,
No. I'm not doing
hearing
that.
Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
She would be a secret pop culture nerd and collect Pokemon cards. She would. She would.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Why don't they just call it Git? For what? Okay, where's the cat's tail? I have to avoid it. I just wanted to go here. This was the whole fucking reason why I did this. I just want to switch to these guys. Get my fucking... Enter a building. You're safe. Thank God. Okay. Claim.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
I'm free! Worst experience of my fucking life. Okay. Let's go to my Serenity pot. Or Serenity. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it's called. Excuse me. Please complete the following. What? You just type /pull and it opens the screen. Wow. That is crazy. Life is so easy. Who would have thought? Okay, who do I have next? It's 11:45? Oh my god. I'm running one right now. Does Mel stink? Ugh, you're such a bitch. The answer's yes, because I haven't showered today. What am I doing?
Wait.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh, I'm okay, quests. Okay. How was this girl 5 stars? But the one who runs the Jade Chamber is 4 stars. Yeah! Stupid. Stupid. Like these, I'm not doing these on stream. They're so boring. Okay, let's do the Raiden Shogun because she's fucking cool. Well, okay, wait. Actually, let's maybe do a short one. Let's do her. I assume if it's as long as Albedo's, then we should be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully this one isn't like notoriously long and tedious and I didn't even know. Like, I wonder if the reason they made her a 4-star is because just to show that she's not on the same level as like the demigods, but that's like stretching it. I don't know what I'm doing. I think they wanted a Geode character easier to pull. Okay, okay. I could see that. Hello. I love this girl. I don't know why.
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotional materials?
Nah, my apologies. I'm only about halfway through. Do you really think they will be effective?
And so one thing about me, I'm actually really surprised that I like this girl because something about me is that I hate when girls have 2 ponytails or 2 pigtails. Like, if you ever want me to hate a girl just by looking at her, give her 2 fucking pigtails. I'll hate her. I'll fucking hate her. There's a girl in Berserk who has like 2 tiny little pigtails when she's first introduced. And I fucking hated her. And then she like changes her ways and she cuts her hair, she gets a bob, and I'm like, oh, I love her. You know? Like, I just hate the pigtails. I hate them. But like her, I don't even really feel like I notice them, so I don't mind them on her.
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for generations. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the parlor through the crack under the door.
God help me when... Oh my god, I thought the man was the one with the red flowers, but it's her. God help me the day Kingdom Hearts introduces a girl character with pigtails. God help me. Because right now, I love like almost pretty much like every single Kingdom Hearts character. There's not a single Kingdom Hearts character that I dislike. Even a character who's introduced much later, who I won't say, I'm like kind of over them because I feel like they're a little bit overrated. Like I just want people to stop talking about them. But like when I play the game myself, like I don't mind it. I see it for that Twilight Town girl. I think I'm so close to not liking her design. But in my head, I look at her and I just see like a bad mullet rather than pigtails. But I do see what you're talking about.
I fulfill the requests written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service, no matter if it's an obituary, cremation, or funeral.
Or
that they seek.
birthday.
Although, it is a bit of a hassle
Omelet.
with the going back and forth.
Hi, Jelly Kitty.
If only we could burn them by the batch.
Burn him by the batch. Oh my god.
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles
Okay, her
themselves,
black nail
but
polish.
about the special offer they advertise.
Also, those OCs I was drawing the other day, I gave them nail polish and I was like, oh my god, this is it. Like, they're done. They're finished. Wouldn't you say the wooden tiles should be blank? Didn't you say? I don't know.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. If we don't attract new clients, we'll be left with nothing, won't we?
Bitch, is she killing people for business?
Business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I've been trying various marketing strategies ever since I became the director. I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millelith promptly removed them. Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one showed up.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise.
And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. I took inspiration from the wisdom of previous directors.
Oh my god, she did kill people.
So now, I go from door to door looking for people and
She goes door to door?
willing to cooperate. Just like during our visit to the Adventurers Guild. That's what I mean by business development. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like, buy one, get one free for the holder of this tile on them.
What do they buy and what do they get?
A solid and durable second home, of course. Well, they may not need it right away.
Second home
but
in
they can be sure
quotes.
that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating before you finish doing so yourself. That's
Oh
the
my
Wangsheng
God.
Funeral Parlor quality
This is
guarantee.
crazy. The way she's just talking about death. I don't know what to say to that.
All right, Mung. Keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future of our business depends on it.
I'm still not sure this will work.
I just want to rip his fucking goatee off.
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not comprehensive enough, right?
So people will do fake fan art of Xehanort where... So we have like old man Xehanort, right? And then we have his young version that in my head is like late teens. I don't know if that's true or not, but just in my head, that's what I imagine. But people will draw versions of Xehanort in like his 30s or something. And they always draw him with a goatee. And I know that Master Xehanort, the old man, has a goatee. I know that. But I fucking hate it. I'm like, why did fans have to come to a consensus that the 30-year-old version would also have a goatee? Like, I fucking loathe it. Can't they just make him clean-shaven like Ansem and Xemnas, even though that's Terra or whatever?
It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the Adventurers Guild because they are a new client. But in doing so, I neglected my old clients. You're right. It's unfair. Let me do some research. Wait here, my faithful assistants. I'll be back with you in a moment.
She looks like a
Shouldn't
fucking
take too
magician.
long.
Paimon already told you we're not your assistants! Guess we got
Paimon
dragged into
explodes
somebody
her.
else's business again. Let's look around while she's away.
Paimon didn't eat today. That's why she's cranky. Okay. A board for hanging wench and funeral parlor's wooden tiles. They should be blank, in which case the characters on the back of the tiles must be the special offer. Is that not what I'm supposed to... Okay. Hold on. Let me switch to my real party. So behind this door is the Wangcheng funeral parlor. It looks far more ordinary than the director made it out to be.
You must be the director's new hires.
Not us! We're just very curious about Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and Hu Tao.
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. Too much knowledge isn't good for ordinary folk. The director is tactful when it comes to what should and shouldn't be known.
Her? Tactful? We should get going. Let's go find Hu Tao.
As if she's
Settle
not
then.
5 feet
Right
away.
like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor bumper sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora.
I love her coat. Her coat looks comfy.
I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff. We want people to feel
Okay,
warm.
I don't like the way it
fuzzy.
hangs down though. I would not wear that. I take it back.
But director, isn't Lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up? Yes, director.
Poor guy's given up.
Right, we should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We? As in us.
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't see them if there was.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that. It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment, at least.
Comforting.
Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier than it really is. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild with notions of ghosts and evil spirits. Oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic
But I've
that
seen a
people are
ghost.
morbidly afraid of talking about. If I don't broach the subject, then Wangsheng Funeral Parlor won't be long for this world.
We have seen a ghost.
Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Paimon wouldn't say that. Let's just say at least it didn't hurt us.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? Most spirits are incapable of harming ordinary folks. The job of Wangsheng
Okay, I got an hour to beat this
is to
storyline.
guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the afterlife that people may hold. Simply put, for those unable to see the border, they're best kept as far away from it as possible. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning spirits in the afterlife, or even better, a belief that none of it exists.
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of people.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all.
That's why people think you're weird. Yeah.
I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become clear. All right, let's get going. Follow me.
Director, wait. What about Big G? Don't forget.
Big G.
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for ages and never heard that name.
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Big G.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way.
Move. Where? In here? This guy? Is he gonna die?
Sorry, who are you?
His voice is so deep.
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for me?
Nothing major. How are you
My
feeling
God.
these days? Any aches or pains?
She's crazy, dude. She's fucking
You
crazy.
shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life. So, aches and pains, best to keep an eye on them.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life very much, thank you. Go and find some other poor soul. Goodbye.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Okay, this
Paimon
way.
thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
What was that new game called? Zedless Zero Invader Zim? I don't remember.
Would have gone even
Zenless Zone
faster.
Zero. There we go.
And you are? Be quick. I'm busy.
Zenless Zone Zero just sounds like a synonym for like anxious area zero from Pokemon.
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I'm not in need of your services.
Would you like to be?
So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a bit of a crass way of going about it?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
She has like a personality disorder. Like
I'm not sure
she
it's
is
every service that
crazy.
falls into that.
Well, not literally crazy. I shouldn't say that people with personality disorders are crazy, but I mean crazy as in like the funny way, like a funny character.
Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
Ugh, another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
Look, it's Kingdom Hearts on the top.
I know your face. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor director, right? I'm sorry, I'm really in no need of it.
My sister is training to be a funeral director, and she's just like this. That is crazy!
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going on.
I love dark
Ever hear the saying,
bobs.
"Out with
I'm
the old,
such a
in with the
sucker
new"?
for dark
Well,
bobs.
going out with a bang is the best way to start off in style on the other side.
It's because I watched Chicago as a kid. That's what
If
fucked me
you
up.
keep talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
No. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your distinguished patronage.
You know damn
You
well
really don't give up, do you?
the Archon of this place, I forgot his name, sorry, thinks this girl is so entertaining. Tough crowd.
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Enough business development. Please help me find someone.
Business development? Is that what you see this as?
What else is it?
Surely you don't think all that was business development?
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Mung. You remember Big G?
Big G?
As it turns out, the Big G that Mung is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm.
Why is it called Big
The
G?
three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G.
Oh.
But having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly.
Girl, you should have led with that.
So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
If that was stopping for a chat.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for, and declining health.
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was going to start healing people? Or...
Yeah, healing people.
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that... never mind. Paimon wouldn't know how to explain subtlety in a way you'd understand.
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Meng.
I have Panda in the fridge, Panda Express, and I'm saving it for Lost, and I'm so excited to eat it. Okay. I'm surprised in that Albedo quest that
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I didn't have to like do like a temporary dungeon or something. It was a lot easier to do than I thought.
Senua Kiosk.
Meng, I'm back. I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
Big G just makes me feel like they're trying to look for a rapper, like Biggie Smalls or Tupac or something.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. We've already searched in all the likely places.
That a ghost would be? Where is a likely place a ghost would be? A graveyard?
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the
Yeah,
beginning.
Big G. That's what fucking youth pastors
My home
refer to
was
God
in the
as.
vicinity of Wulong Hill. In my youth, I had a good many friends there. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really.
Gay. Take this fruit shit out of
But
here.
one day, there was an accident. And that was the end of him.
Damn. Drama.
I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. I often return to Wulong Hill.
Yeah, yeesh.
But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. Now,
Oh my god.
every night, Big G appears in my dreams. I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow?
Sounds like a tall story. That kind of thing doesn't happen. How dismissive. How rude.
Perhaps. I don't have proof, but I can't stop worrying. I get more anxious every day.
This fucking voice actor was like, I play some fucking rando. I'm never gonna show up again, but I'm gonna give up my
How
wall.
would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an evil spirit?
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces a handful of times.
The little bitch who eats ice cream in this game, the ice boy, I think you would beg to differ.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, it'll eat away at Meng forever. Those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden among them. But here we are, empty-handed.
Wulong Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Sorry, excuse
Oh,
me.
yeah, because of
Is
his
this
energy,
Wangsheng
yeah.
Funeral Parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this.
One
awful
point. My
feeling
point is though, he's an
recently,
exorcist,
something's
and he
staring
exorcists
at me.
evil spirits, and they just run away from him.
Some of my friends and I went to Wulong Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but the doctors can't find anything wrong with me. I think that it's a curse, right? I've been cursed by a demon.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right, and a serious one at that.
I just want to watch Labyrinth again, but I've already watched it twice within like the past week. I can't watch it a third time.
You believe so too?
But I want to.
It's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the Archon War return to cast their evil curses upon mortals. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn
What's
through the
stopping you?
body, laying
Being
waste to flesh and
insane.
bone. Oh, what a wretched end!
Telling people that I if you're okay, maybe I will.
The symptoms I'm
I'll have
having
to
are
do it
just
after
like
loss,
those
though.
described in the tales.
Wulong Hill? No, I don't think it was a curse. It was probably just Big G.
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no need to creep each other out.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right? Help me. I beg you. I'm too young to die.
All right. Don't panic. Leave it to me. You've come to the
I'm
right
too
person.
young to die. Don't panic. Calm down.
However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable location, and we need to make some preparations. Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your help.
You probably just have anxiety.
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get back to the Big G matter.
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go.
Paimon, have you tried seeing a shrink? What the hell is this blue? What is this? Wow, a world quest. I should fucking mark this down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where the fuck is it? Ugh, I'm teleporting here. See, like, this is beautiful. This is why Danny can fucking suck it. Because he'll never play a video game that looks this good. Why? Because he only plays Pokemon.
So, what mysterious rituals are you gonna perform here?
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
I thought she said we just need to kill someone. She's crazy.
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago.
So why are we here?
You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them.
It's hard to reason with those idiots.
Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something tangible. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old.
Isn't it better to... How old are you, Paimon?
Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead of exacerbating it. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also be make-believe.
This is so fucking funny.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha?
I haven't heard about it.
They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, their resentment persevered. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the gods. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it, the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Paimon didn't see that coming. Really?
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated.
Damn.
We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between life and death. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead.
That's what you meant by guarding the border?
So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real, or it would incite panic. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This leyline monolith will make for a really great prop.
I love the way that the leyline monolith looks. Like it's like marble, but jewel, but teal. It's beautiful.
Ah, you're finally here. We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse inside you and cause it to take a physical form.
Yo, Danny Fanning, we was
But
just
don't worry,
14.
the Traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety.
Doing the dirty work again.
Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the
This
director.
guy's fucking desperate.
She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything she does.
She might look like a freak.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive or disarmingly different? All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant, please activate the device.
Activate!
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Rain outlines your fate. Yahoo! Rain cutter.
Swift and merciful.
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
Here we go. Boom, boom. Ha!
No, my sword. Time to act.
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I'm cured.
This is crazy. Something like this happened to me once, and I don't even know if it was real, if it was a mind game or what. But one time I was at this summer camp, and I was working there, and I had really bad cramps. I was just like, oh my god, my cramps are killing me. And this girl pulls out this little bottle, and she's like, oh my god, I've got you covered. Like, I want you to like put some of this oil on your fingers and rub it where you feel the cramps. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And I put a little bit of oil on my fingers and I rubbed it where I felt the cramps. And like immediately the cramps went away. I couldn't believe it. I was like, maybe people are fucking onto something with like herbal medicine. I never felt anything like that. I was in fucking shock.
I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it hadn't been
I
for
want to
you,
say it was like
the curse would have
lavender,
taken my
but I
life.
don't remember. But she had like a bunch of little bottles of different types of oil. But I don't remember.
Great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you. You've been pranked.
She's crazy! She's fucking crazy! It was period cramps. Period cramps. That's why I say even if it works, it works. Yeah.
This exorcism device, people like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse.
She's nuts.
So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then what's the cause of your sudden recovery?
The curse wasn't real?
Gag.
Then why was I sick?
When I think about placebo, I think about the episode of Sweet Life on Deck where London Tipton is told this lipstick will make her smart, and then she passes all of her tests. I do not remember that, but that is so funny.
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time in my career.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but still, I'd like to thank you.
Don't mention
This guy
it.
go home,
I found a way to
dies
manage your fears
the
this
next
time,
day.
But I can't do it over and over again. So I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions in the future. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow, what a weird thing to say. I shall head back. I'm sorry for troubling you.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't
Piano,
Big G's
yeah.
doing. However, unless he crosses the border, there will be no end to his antics. Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
This is so scary. The bowl cut. I don't think I've ever seen, not that I remember, a boy with this type of fucking hair. Also, why is he blonde if he's from this place?
This is Big G? He's just a child?
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Inazuma. Inazuma
Well,
is...
he is
never
a
mind.
spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
Yeah, is it
Not
just
what
Big
Paimon
G?
imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
That is crazy. I thought she was gonna pull the same shit, like make up a ghost. I guess I'll just... His hair turned white. Gotcha. His parents built a very strange machine. I'm going to name him Giovanni. See, this is why I can't make fun of people who have crushes on Genshin characters, because it's like, I literally, there's this one fan art of Giovanni from Pokemon that I'm like obsessed with. And so, I just have no room to talk. I have no room to talk for judging
After all that's
anime
happened,
crushes.
Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
So Big G's not an evil spirit?
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now, for some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
Don't ever question me again.
I
Explodes.
just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to
This is how
Wuwang
I
Hill
sound
on a
when
dare.
when you
I heard
speak
them
into the
saying they'd
fan
come from
and the
Liyue
fan's on.
Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
It must have been poor Lo Chung that he followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Why didn't you come looking for Mung sooner?
Yeah, Hu-Tao and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor, and I got lost in the city.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself. We always had to lead him.
So, all of this was just because you got lost? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit?
Ghost
Don't
or
you think
spirit?
it's much easier to find your way from up above?
I can't. It's too high for me. I'd get scared.
Bitch, you're already dead.
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill. You haven't changed a bit.
Good thing they didn't call you Talji.
I knew I
Nice.
wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, my only choice was to hide. I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. Now, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuwang Hill, and we should be done and dusted.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songze.
Well, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask them all to help us prepare a farewell ceremony for Big G. Mung and I will escort
is
Big
his
G
name
back
Big
to Wuwang
G?
Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual, then come and find us.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G to them.
That's not a good idea. I don't want to scare them.
I don't want to scare them.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan?
Okay.
At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
I do love this town. It's just so
Body
pretty.
in mind. Time to act.
This guy again. Hi.
Hi! Do you remember us?
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon.
Mung told us his story. Said that he's an old friend of yours.
Yes, we grew up together. We still keep in touch even now. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, I find their director to be quite peculiar, but he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. And he still can't get over what happened to Big G. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick one thing to give to Big G as a keepsake, what would you choose? Just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not gonna actually go commemorate him or anything.
That's a little bit on the nose, Paimon.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite meal was extra spicy Jueyun chili chicken. I
can make
make
that.
it for you. If you bring me some Jueyun chilies, I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his childhood years.
The
I still
flavor.
use that old
Deal! Just give us a minute.
What do I want? I want my panda.
Jueyun chilies are a common sight in Liyue. I can rustle that dish up in no time if you help me find some.
I've got some for you right here. Precisely one, apparently.
Great. This should be enough. I'll get started on the Jueyun chili chicken. I guess you've got other folks to track down? When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over to you.
Great! See you later! How did he know about the others?
Their internal dialogue. God, I wish we could hear her internal dialogue like the whole fucking game. Why am I so small? What happened to me?
Body in mind. Time to act.
Why did Traveler fish me out of the ocean?
Body in mind. Time to act.
It would be constant. This way, this way. Hello.
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested in the inner workings of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
His name's Mumu.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, I remember he did join Wangsheng Funeral Parlor recently. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. The Big G incident.
I'm sorry, that name is so crazy. The Big G incident.
But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Letting go of the past is a painful process. I would know. So, is Big G the reason you're here to see me?
How did you know? We didn't even say anything.
I'm a businessman. I've got a sixth sense for this kind of thing. Everyone hears the name Mumu and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But I'd say I proved a few people wrong. Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning as kids.
He just
Back
had it
then,
on
none of us
him?
could afford it. We were penniless. Today, business is booming. I ended up buying loads of these. It was a dream come true.
Wow, you must be like super rich.
For me, it's
Oh, to
a
be
memento
super
of a
rich.
childhood long gone. Without it, we wouldn't be where we are today. So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songza next.
We already saw Little Wu. Now we gotta find Songza.
I see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. It's just above the staircase leading down to the dock. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find you as soon as I'm done.
You got it, Moo Moo. Wow, there's another one. When the fuck? These have got to be new. But those are things I can do later. They're probably not even voiced. Wait, the other one is gone. Maybe it's one guy. Does he go back and forth? Yes, he does. Okay, I'm an idiot. What the fuck is it? Oh, it was on the bridge! I forgot.
Let's play.
Oh, you know, I guess this boy does have a bowl cut. Okay.
You're all here.
Reminiscing
Oh, the
about old
girl.
times, thinking back to past events. We've been at it for years.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to. Now, home is wherever friends are.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me better than anything. A few days ago, I bought some quality Plostrite shards. They're currently all in
Shards?
the warehouse at the dock. I've already spoken to the manager. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me?
That's my alarm telling me I only got 30 minutes left.
Seems like you already know what's going on. Be back in a jiffy.
Hi, North. We are helping people build a goodbye community. A farewell event. I don't know. What's the fucking term? We're helping people get closure for a child that died when they were all young. There we go. Named Big G, if you can believe it. Even though he's just a little boy ghost.
I just like to make people smile.
I just like to make people style. Whose story's quest? Oh, I'm sorry. Literally, I forgot. Hu Tao. The girl who works in, yeah. Hu Tao. The girl who works in the funeral parlor. I forget that I have ads. I don't have ads running during my stream, right? It's just like when it first starts or when you first get here.
Hi.
I shouldn't have
The Plostrite shards for Songza.
streams or ads that just
I think she
play
mentioned
randomly.
it. Yes, here you are on the register. No problem. The Plostrite shards are over in that crate there. Please, help yourselves.
This guy sounded so manly. Hey.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look some. These look like what Songza was talking about. Let's head back.
Damn, they're pretty. They look like fucking,
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
what's that one crystal that kind of looks like gold, but it's not? It's in Breath of the Wild for electric stuff. Pyrite, yes. Like, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Bang!
So very much.
And with that, the fate of the Wu brothers.
No, Venti, don't.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff.
I like her
Please,
outfit.
wait a moment. This is the final step. Okay, there we go. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite,
5.
we all
Oh,
release
yeah,
a
5,
lantern
5.
like this. No matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take, while this rite remains observed, each of us remains the same.
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed amongst ourselves and agreed we won't press you on it.
But if you get the chance, please let them know we're doing well, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
And I won't press you on the things you once spoke of.
We'll pass it on.
It's so ridiculous.
Big G is lucky to have friends like you. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wuwang Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Where? Damn! Oh my god. Okay, one of these is in the cave and the other is on top. Okay, this is the one on top. They fucking would have it here in this creepy little area.
Oh, you're back already? Sooner than I expected. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, the one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect. Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with.
I can't tell if you're serious anymore.
Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility, and I'm stricter than most.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur.
These bitches need noses.
All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. The only special thing about it is that nobody really knows about it. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories.
Oh my god.
So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
Paimon's scared. But like Hu Tao says, we're already caught up in this. We better see it through to the end.
Okay. Oh, I should have gotten that little lizard. Okay, let's go! I just need fire? Yeah. Into the Ruckusy. Wow! Oh my god. Like, seriously? So pretty.
Wow! What is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your cool. Follow me. The farewell ceremony site is just up ahead.
I could fucking live here. Oh, is she fire? Wow. Okay, am I supposed to align this?
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Just like Labyrinth, when you could see the Goblin King's head in the rock formation. I'm obsessed with that movie. I'm obsessed. I don't even know what it is that I like about it so much. I just do. She would. Oh, she does that thing. I love it when characters do this. Obsessed.
Incinerate!
I'm surprised her, like, sigil has something to do with butterflies, because...
Think you can get away? Motion to compel.
Dang it, I didn't mean for it to be ice. Die! Die, 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 die.
This place doesn't feel at peace.
Yes, it
That's why
does.
it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... How do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
Why are
Paimon's pretty sure that's not how people put it.
monsters at the border?
Yahoo! Rain outlines your fate.
Submit for judgment.
Not that one!
Inadmissible evidence! Let me weave you a verse.
Forth, my blade.
Monsters can die too. I forgot. What was I gonna say about Labyrinth? I don't remember.
Incinerate!
By the way,
Ow!
I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things.
Making
See if
what?
you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions.
Girl, do I
On
look
your
like an
marks.
idiot?
You talking to us?
When the fuck is it? Maybe I am an idiot. Oh. Okay. Hello? Do I have to step back? There we go. Ookie. Ookie spooky. This place reminds me of the jungle. The... Not the jungle. The Jungle Book! The Jungle Book. I was like, what the fuck is that movie called? You're in the jungle, baby. I'm gonna watch you bleed.
Time for takeoff.
Can you fucking...
From whence you came.
Boom boom!
Perhaps the Jungle Bible? What is that?
Motion to compel.
Burn the shield, burn the shield.
Brace yourselves.
Submit for judgment.
Oh, the Jungle Book. The Jungle Torah. The Jungle Scroll.
Time for your arraignment.
One with my blade.
Yahoo! Motion to compel.
The Jungle Leaf. I looked up the other day, I was like, why is it called, like, turning over a new leaf? I don't get it. And then I learned that pages used to be called leaves. And I was like, oh, duh. That's what they call them in Lord of the Rings, Okay, well, what's going on here?
Boom boom!
Oh, open door. How fucking long is this? The Jungle Quran.
This looks the same, but there aren't enough.
Ew, look at that little spider.
So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
This place is fucking big. I'm getting lost. Wow, this cave is so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, there is something. Okay, wait, this sound. Where is it? Do you hear that very subtle shining sound? It reminds me of Spyro. I feel like portals would make that sound before you walked in. Okay, do I just dive in? How fucking big is this place? I'm so lost because I don't have a fucking map. I can't wait to watch Lost. I could live here. I could live here. Maybe not with all the bugs and the critters, but... Am I just in a circle? No. I did just go on a... Well, now I'm really confused. Like, oh my god, this is so pretty.
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before?
Oops. 15 more minutes until I gotta stop. I gotta hurry up and beat this. This looks like it's gonna be the climax, though.
Finally! Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped in that weird place forever.
Look at her sachet.
That's exactly the
Look at her pea coat tail because she's broke.
Running scared.
So that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep. Just dive off the edge here.
Oh! Wow, that's so beautiful. It looks like Wind Waker. It looks like the forest that the big tree is in. That's beautiful. Oh my god, and the waterfall. I love this game. I love this game. Should I have jumped off? Damn, where the hell are we fucking going? Journey to the center of the earth. Domains have only gotten better. Ooh! I'm surprised I still have enough room on my C drive for this game. I feel like eventually I'm gonna have to move it over to my D drive. Because I'm kind of running low on room.
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead.
Oh
We're
wow,
excited,
look!
So feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Because on this side, everybody else looks like ghosts. How interesting. This is so relaxing. The harp. The harp is so funny. Wow, look at that bird statue. Hey, girl.
Are you clients? Apologies. This is just a little unexpected.
Oh, wait, these are not the same characters. Never mind.
Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. But I'm afraid we don't have the means to entertain guests here.
Could you turn your fan off, girl? I can't hear you clearly.
My name is Lan Si. I've been waiting for someone for a long time now. Exactly how long, I couldn't really say.
Josh, did that take a long time? Was that complicated?
Everyone says waiting is difficult. But walking, watching, talking to newcomers, and the old crowd, it helps to pass the time.
Cause like, I don't know if I can just move everything over, or if I have to like uninstall and reinstall it in a different place. Oh, okay. Then that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. I'm probably gonna have to look it up.
I can keep waiting, but who knows whether what I'm waiting for will ever come to pass. It's all the same to me. Waiting's all I can do anyway. But if you too are looking for someone important to you, it's best not to keep waiting forever.
Are you new here? What a coincidence, so am I.
I just died like 2 days ago.
I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all pitch black and freezing cold with no sense of space or time. Here I can finally work out a lifetime of emotions. It's fantastic. Perhaps I just set my expectations too low.
Men would literally rather die than go to therapy. You shouldn't have to uninstall. Just when it moves, the game needs to relearn where all the files are and there's stuff you have to do. Okay, that makes sense. It has to relearn that path. That file path. That makes complete sense.
By the way, have you seen Uncle Jean recently?
That guy? I remember him saying it was time for him to move on.
He went to the other place, Grandpa.
Good for him. I wonder where he's off to next.
The way the fucking clouds.
If you're curious, why don't we go and see for ourselves?
Oh, it's my
Some
dog.
other
He's
time,
having a
perhaps.
dream.
I'd like to stay here for a while.
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
Oh my god, my dog.
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me. As long as you
Oh, these
yell
are all
it
them when they were
really
kids.
loud,
Wow, he
your
really
wish
did have
will
white
come true in the
hair.
future. Yell it? Isn't that kinda embarrassing?
As soon as the first person yells, then everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed anymore.
That's right. Little Woo, you start.
All right,
Little Woo and Big G.
I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and snacks, so I could eat Joy and chili chicken every day.
That's your wish?
If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich,
Dumbass.
of course. Do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora, you can do whatever you want and be happy.
Yeah.
Me
you
too,
could get rich,
Josh.
You could buy that super expensive toy box.
Not just one. One for everyone. No, loads for everyone.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't need to earn any money.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure on me.
As for me, I want to learn to make Ming Xiao lanterns. The big kind! And Xiao lanterns, too. I'll be the best artisan around.
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release Xiao lanterns.
Anyway, those are our wishes. Mung, Big G, what about you?
Me?
They all disappeared. Right when he was about to make his wish.
It brings back so many memories. That was the last lantern ride the 5 of us spent together.
It's been so long. Everyone's all grown up. Have all those wishes really come true?
They've come true.
We asked each of them for parting gifts for you. Little Woo's become a chef. Momo's a successful businessman. And Zongza makes great shell lanterns.
Oh, to follow your childhood dream.
Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dream.
Mine was to be a spy.
It's been in our hearts as a
Because I
promise to
loved
each other.
Spy Kids. I wanted
Anyway,
gadgets and to
Time to
eavesdrop.
release this
Do it, Mel. Okay.
Take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
No, I want to eavesdrop. I didn't become Sonic.
Take the hint? Really?
Oh my god.
Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room.
Paimon is gonna beat this bitch up, dude. I have never seen her act this way with anybody else. Don't you need to guard the border?
Monk's already crossed the border. That's the only way to send Big G off. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was, once upon a time, more akin to a doctor's office than an actual funeral parlor. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was spreading all over the land. Death devastated the world of the living.
This is crazy.
Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral
beautiful.
Parlor was first established.
Polygons and
As
leaves.
humans, its founders were deemed too insignificant to matter. But slowly, they managed to drive away death.
This is so Moggy. This is so Moggy.
They must have paid a huge
The
price for
manga.
that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatic stirred up the legacy of the dead. By that I
Some
mean the remnants
lunatic.
of the defeated gods that ravaged the world.
The
I
plague?
won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice to say that at its peak,
Hold on.
life was on the verge of bringing about its own extinction, while death was coming back with a vengeance.
The idea that humans were really meek and little and pathetic and the gods didn't care.
It took a long, long time. Longer than you'd think to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it,
Oh,
Liyue
yeah.
Harbor as we know it wouldn't be here today. Neither would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, you or me.
I didn't expect you to be such a storyteller.
The previous directors all love to tell this one too. Although, if you ask me, I think I tell it best. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though.
It did.
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that, a funeral parlor. Nothing more to it.
That's literally not true. Maybe it's for the better.
We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life and death should never be taken for granted. Huh? It's about time. Let's go. Let's take them to the place where all begins and all goes to rest.
What kind of place is that?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? No need to hound me with questions about every little thing I say.
This is how I feel whenever I say things on Twitter and Kingdom Hearts people just cannot fucking understand that I'm joking around. Okay. Leave. Let's leave. Wee.
I think we did everything we could to make you happy, Big G, wouldn't you say?
I forgot. I started this quest like a long time ago because I ran into this girl here. But I forgot and I never finished it. That is so funny.
But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more nefarious nonsense in mind, I may have to forget our friendship and give you a far less fond farewell.
I won't, I promise. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. Now that I know that my friends are doing so well, I have no intention to bother them.
I also want to thank you. You made my dream come true too.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might reunite you two sooner than you think.
Oh my god.
How can you say such horrendous things with that smile on your face?
Well then, last but not least, let's say our goodbyes to Big G.
See you later, Big G.
Not like that.
See you later,
You
Big
won't be
G.
seeing him later. Let's stick to goodbye and such.
No worries. I'll just take my leave. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day, only ours hasn't come true.
Nah, don't be bothered by that. No life is without its regrets.
What the fuck was her wish? Were they really
can
working?
leave.
I was just
Alright.
making jokes. Oops.
I'll remember you all. Goodbye.
He disappeared.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I can feel now is emptiness.
So, what was the wish you two made? We didn't have a chance to hear it earlier.
Well, after each of us has started a family and built a career, We want both our families to spend the Lantern Rite together. That's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest. They all had a chance to
It was
fulfill
just
their
something
wishes.
gay. Never mind, yeah.
Mine, however, will remain just a dream.
You still have a lot ahead of you.
That's right. Also, think about this. Everyone gets burnt to ash one day.
This girl needs to be dragged away. She's crazy.
So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over, you can meet whoever you want again in the afterlife. Isn't that great?
Thank you? Either way, I don't think I'll ever return to Wuwang Hill. I have a lot of feelings to process.
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave approved. Naturally, this doesn't change the terms of our previous agreement. The leave will be unpaid.
That is so annoying. He's like, I don't have time to think about this. This girl's crazy.
Aren't you forgetting about something?
You promised you'd help us in our search.
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seems like you didn't find what you're looking for. It is a pity indeed.
The biggest pity of all is your lack of help.
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. Unfortunately, I didn't find any leads worth pursuing either. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything crops up. If so, I'll be sure to let you know.
You don't sound like you mean it.
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if you want me to summon someone from the other side of the border...
Oh, stop saying creepy stuff!
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisite sense of humor always goes unappreciated.
Seems like being a funeral home director really suits you.
I have my reasons.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world of the living. But I've never seen any of the previous directors there, not even once. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them, and left them with no regrets.
Woo! It's over. Hello, fruit.
Since I don't plan to ever come back here, I'd like to make the most of this opportunity and stay a bit longer. The director's right. Perhaps some time away will do me good. A new life awaits
Right
me.
on time. Oh, fuck, you're right. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna end now without rating anybody. Thanks for watching. I think tomorrow I'm gonna play Resident Evil, unless Jimmy... I don't know when Jimmy's streaming Kingdom Hearts 3, but whatever day he's streaming Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm not going to stream. So, look for him for my schedule. But I also do want to beat Resident Evil soon. Resident Evil 7. I think I'm like really close to the end. And there's like DLC stuff that I can try. I'll probably be really bad. I won't be able to finish it, but I don't know. We'll see. That's it. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.